Scotland have done that. Sense of anticipation beginning to grow here. It's our penultimate night.
The national record holder of New
Stadium
Zealand,
absolutely
Portia
packed
Bing.
once again. Portia Bing of New Zealand has broken the national record twice this year. I think she's just spotted someone she knows and she looks totally relaxed. Jessie Knight, primary school teacher, didn't finish Tokyo last year but made the semis in Eugene, and listen to the reception for the young Englishwoman. Janieve Russell, can she join Debbie Flintoff, Sally Gunnell and Jana Pittman as a multiple champion? She won the title in 18, but it's going to be a hard job to defend the crown. Zeney van der Walt is a brilliant junior, world youth champion, world junior champion, now the African champion. Could she be the athlete to stop a night of celebrations for the Jamaicans? Rochelle Clayton, Pan Am bronze, a bronze in Doha as well. Shiann Salmon, first in her heat, 55.3, the world junior silver medalist. Could she be the athlete? And will she be the mum celebrating? Unique Hay-Smith goes in 3 for Turks and Caicos, formerly represented Jamaica. Could be tough here. She came through in 4th place from her heat. And Sarah Carley, brilliant that she's even on the starting line. She severed an artery in her neck and almost died in February last year doing a weight session. It's been a remarkable transformation, and the Australians are rightfully proud of their 400-metre hurdler. She's done so well to get back to elite sport. Carley, Australia in 2. Hay-Smith, Turks and Caicos in 3. Salmon, Jamaica in 4. Clayton, Jamaica in 5. Van der Walt, South Africa 6. Russell, defending champion, Jamaica in 7. Knight, England in 8. Bing, New Zealand in 9. The stadium goes quiet for a brilliant battle to come in Birmingham. Which one of these women is less than a minute away from a place in athletics history? It's the final of the women's 400-metre hurdles.
Set.
This is a really intriguing showdown between 3 brilliant teammates from Jamaica. Pretty even at the moment. It's Russell, 3rd from the left-hand side, now bathed in sunshine. Knight has gone out hard. And going well is Clayton now, coming up onto the shoulder of her teammate. Salmon's on her inside. The Pan American bronze medalist is coming up towards the shoulder of the defending champion. There's never been a clean sweep in this event. It's Independence Day in Jamaica. Will the sun shine on the Caribbean island? Russell's coming back. The 3 Jamaicans are away and clear, but in which order will they finish? Russell's bidding for history. She becomes only the 4th woman to successfully defend the title. And the clean sweep does not happen because Van der Walt of South Africa came through like a steam train over the last 20 metres. The 3 of them were miles clear, but they didn't reckon on the young South African who has just added a Commonwealth medal to her African Championship title from earlier this year. But the gold belongs to Russell, as it did 4 years ago. She came under massive pressure from Rochelle Clayton, but cometh the hour, cometh the champion. A great, great double for the Jamaicans on their Independence Day, but Van der Walt got on the podium to deny them the sweep. What a run by the youngster.
Well, what a contrasting race between the super experienced Janieve Russell, who retains her young, precocious talent, Zeney van der Walt of South Africa. She misjudged her finish dramatically. She finished, as you said, Rob, in a personal best, like an absolute rocket over the last 50 metres. I mean, her run-in speed off the final barrier was ridiculous. She finished with so much running, and that, I think, might be why she's looking upset. She has a bronze medal in a major global championships, but boy, oh boy, did she misjudge that. She had so much running in her. I think she could have kept going for another 50 or 60 metres, and she would have won if there had been a little more track ahead of her. It's gold and silver for Jamaica, Russell and Salmon, but Van der Walt there, brilliant bronze for someone so tender in years, 22 years old, but I think she knows full well that she misjudged that. She was more or less in last place at halfway. There she is, fourth from left, hurdling behind everybody. I don't know what was going on in her head for the first 300.
Well, what a run down the last 50 by the South African. So this was Clayton coming through on the inside. She'd run a really strong 250. Now coming up to 300, she's clearly leading. There's Russell on the left, the defending champion. Salmon is a long way down at this stage, but now the Jamaican in the middle begins to pay for that early pace. And watch Van der Walt here. She's miles behind the three Jamaicans. But as Clayton begins to fade, Salmon moves ahead for second, only just. They've been separated by 2/1000ths of a second. The South African was finishing like a steam train, but while all that was going on around her, Janieve Russell has made a little piece of history here, becoming only the fourth woman to successfully defend this crown and only the third woman to win 3 successive medals, because as well as the gold on the Gold Coast and the title here in Birmingham, she was on the podium with a bronze back in Glasgow. It was a magnificent title defence by the Jamaican, who I think initially thought they had done the sweep. She hadn't seen Van der Walt, and neither did Shiann Salmon until right towards the finish line.
Well, here we are, 150 metres to go. Great run from Britain. England's Jessie Knight, by the way, for 5th place. They're 55.11, not too far off 4th place. But here, the Jamaicans, Janieve Russell, saved a lot off that final barrier, storming away over the final 50 metres. Going backwards is Clayton, who ended up in 4th place. But look at that, coming into the picture like it's speeded up.
The women's 400-metre hurdles final at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham became a stunning exhibition of courage, control, and world-class athleticism. The Alexander Stadium pulsed with excitement, every seat filled with fans eager to witness what many predicted would be a Jamaican sweep of the podium. Leading the island's powerful trio were defending champion Janieve Russell, the ever-consistent Shiann Salmon, and the fearless Rochelle Clayton, 3 women ready to stamp Jamaica's dominance on the event. But what unfolded over the next 54 seconds defied every expectation and delivered one of the game's most thrilling twists. When the starter's gun fired, Clayton blasted out of the blocks, charging through the first half of the race with blazing intensity. Her aggression drew cheers, but Russell's smooth, measured stride told another story, one of experience and patience. Running just behind them, Salmon played the long game, maintaining a steady rhythm, clearly saving her energy for the closing stretch. For much of the race, it appeared to be an internal Jamaican battle for medals. Yet lurking silently in lane 6, South Africa's Zeney van der Walt, the reigning African champion and a former world junior gold medalist, was waiting to strike. At halfway, van der Walt looked out of the picture, trailing the Jamaican trio by several meters. Her posture was composed, but her situation looked hopeless. Still, hurdle by hurdle, she began to find her flow, her rhythm sharpening as she approached the final bend. Clayton's early intensity began to take its toll. Her pace visibly faltered. In contrast, Russell, displaying the confidence of a seasoned winner, began to extend her lead, while Salmon stayed determinately on her shoulder. The race was building toward a classic finish, and then came the explosion. The final straight was pure drama. As the athletes cleared the last hurdle, Russell powered forward, her face a mix of determination and exhaustion, pushing toward the line with every ounce of energy. Salmon followed closely, striving to secure a Jamaican 1-2. But out of nowhere, van der Walt ignited. Her stride grew stronger, her speed relentless. In a breathtaking surge, she stormed down the home stretch, eating up ground with every step. The stadium roared as she closed the gap and, in the dying moments, swept past Clayton to claim a stunning bronze and shatter Jamaica's dream of a full sweep. When the dust settled, it was Janieve Russell who once again stood tall, defending her title in 54.14 seconds and joining an exclusive group of women to win consecutive Commonwealth crowns. Salmon's composed 54.36 earned her silver, while van der Walt's brilliant 54.47, a lifetime best, brought her not just bronze, but the admiration of the global athletics community. Clayton's 54.89, though strong, left her just off the podium in fourth, a tough reminder of how unforgiving this event can be. Russell's victory meant far more than a successful title defense. It was a declaration of resilience and poise under immense national expectation, and fittingly, on Jamaica's Independence Day. Her ability to remain composed through pressure, to deliver when every eye was upon her, reinforced her reputation as one of the most reliable hurdlers of her generation. Her triumph symbolized not just physical talent but mental steel, the defining mark of a champion. Van der Walt's breakout performance, however, became one of the emotional highlights of the Games. At only 22, she displayed remarkable tactical intelligence and bravery. Though her late surge came too late to challenge for gold, it revealed her immense potential. Her bronze medal was a promise, a glimpse of what she might yet achieve with experience and refinement. Her determination and fearless finish ensured her name would be remembered well beyond Birmingham. Great Britain's Jessie Knight also produced an admirable effort, finishing fifth in 55.11 seconds, narrowly missing a top four place but confirming her growing consistency on the international circuit. As the cheers echoed across Alexander Stadium, fans understood they had witnessed something special. A race filled with precision, power, and passion. It was a reminder of why athletics captivates millions, the way it marries human effort with emotional unpredictability. For Jamaica, it was a moment of national pride. 2 medals, another title retained, and further proof of their incredible sprinting depth. For South Africa, it marked the emergence of a new force in van der Walt, whose fearless drive transformed what seemed like defeat into one of the most inspiring comebacks of the meet. The 2022 Commonwealth Games women's 400-meter hurdles final will live on as one of the most memorable races of the era, not only for the records and medals, but for the courage, spirit, and emotion that defined it. It was a masterclass in endurance and heart, proof that in athletics, destiny always saves room for a surprise.